Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox. Hey, the globalists are starting to get worried. All over the world, they're starting to get rocked back onto their heels. The latest thing in Italy, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the concept of beware the man with nothing left to lose. Some ways that I think they are already starting to attack you and me, and some things we can do. So stay tuned. Cue the intro. Boom! Boom! We're back! Hey, latest thing, Italy. A guy who was their prime minister had the idea that he wanted to consolidate power in Italy at the federal level and take power away from what we call the states, right? From the more local municipalities. Start consolidating that power, baby. And he was soundly defeated, which has the EU globalists and people like Soros going, man, this is bad, we're losing there. You know, and I've gone over that before. You know, Philippines, Trump, Brexit, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Oh my, yeah. Trump took a call from the Taiwan president. So, they're worried, right? Their little control of the world, which they thought they were just going to make tighter and tighter, looks like it's starting to fall apart. And I said earlier, beware the man with nothing left to lose. In this case, that man is the globalist system. They are not going to go down without a fight, right? They thought they had it in the bag. All of a sudden now that it looks like they don't. And yeah, they're starting to get ugly. Now, the globalist system controls the media, so they control most of what you're getting into your brain, right? And sight and hearing and all that. They control it all. If you have not seen that movie, They Live, look it up. You can probably buy it for like 30 cents. It's a grade B movie, but there's a lot of deep truths in that movie. Rowdy Piper, something like that. Go check that out. They Live. They're trying to control what comes in and out and what you perceive. The Matrix, right? And so one of the latest things they're onto is this fake news, and they are saying we've got to hammer fake news, and we got to get the FCC involved, and we got to do this, and we got to prevent that, and we got to do that. It's not fake news. As Mark Dice said today, and I was watching one of his videos, they caught this NBC, nobody cares, or as he says, nothing but crap, news reporter in Carolina, maybe North Carolina, that woman who was captured by a sex maniac and kept locked up in a cage or something. They found her, right? That story broke about 2 weeks ago. So they're filming live on the scene. You know, this is reporter from the mainstream media. They've got police tape behind them. It's totally made up. It's totally fake. Fake news. So NBC should be taken off the air, right? No. They're not talking about fake news. They're talking about alternative news. News that goes against what they want you to believe. In other words, the truth, right? They're trying to keep the truth screened. And so here's what they're doing. And I've talked about this a little bit, but it's just becoming more and more. Facebook, right? They're starting to delete posts and delete posters. And then Mark Dice, again, go check out his stuff. He said today he's got a really big following. You know, I'm a little guy. He's a big guy. But he said that Facebook now wants to charge him like thousands of dollars to do his posts because too many people are following him and he's not preaching the party line, right? I told my wife the media is mad at Trump because they thought, well, just watch this. When Trump gets in, we'll show him who's boss. He can't talk to the people without us. And so he does all kinds of things like calls a big meeting of all the news people and then just chews butt on them. And they're like, whoa, this isn't the what we expected. We expected you to go, okay, how do I get my message out? And we would say, well, we will try to help you, but you got to work with us. No, this is Trump. He's art of the deal, right? Let's start here with you off the table. And then he goes and does things and he doesn't let the media come and they're like, you know, how are we going to spin this if we don't even have access? And so he's turned the tables on them. And I told my wife the reason he did that or he's doing that, is because he doesn't need the media to reach the people. I have long said for 20 years that presidents need to learn to use the bully pulpit. They need to get up there and talk to the American people, and when Congress is trying to do ridiculous stuff, they just need to take it to the people. Well, that was then, this is now. Now it's kind of hard for a president to do that if the media doesn't play along. What if the president had a news conference and nobody came, right? And so the media kind of thought they had that power. Well, now Trump's gone to Twitter, right? And I'm not even on Twitter, but Trump just tweets stuff, and it's driving them crazy because he's bypassing them. They don't get to filter what he says. They don't get to shape what he says. They don't get to say, well, this is what he said, and this is what it meant. Here's our in-depth analysis from the lying bodies here, the talking heads of beautiful people. And I actually don't think they're beautiful, to tell you the truth. But he's going right to the people with Twitter. And so first they tried to make fun of him. Oh, it's very unpresidential for a president to tweet. No, it's really cool for a president to talk straight to the people. And they realized that's not working. And so, of course, who do you think the owners of Twitter are, right? They're part of this same cabal of people. And so now Twitter's saying, well, if Donald Trump uses hate speech, we're going to cancel his account. Can you imagine if they had said, if Obama even has an account, if he uses hate speech, we're going to cancel his account. You racists! You racists! That's what people would say, right? You can't do that. He's black. And so, yeah, they're going to try and shut Trump down because they don't want him to communicate effectively. And it's the powers that be. It's not just Twitter. It's the whole thing, which is why channels like this are going to end up going away. Channels like Mark Dice are going to go first because he's a lot more effective than I am. And they're just trying to squinch it down. And then they'll pass more. Read 1984. If you haven't read 1984, you need to go read it. Or if you haven't read it since 8th grade or 9th grade, you need to go read it again. You know, they're changing. Political correctness is all about changing how you speak, and then that changes how you think. You're seeing it with these precious little snowflakes out there. Their brains are mush, right? And they're going to start calling people like me hate speakers. I made a couple videos in the past couple months, you know, being kind of pro-Trump, and all these people get on and call me a racist, right? Oh, you're a racist and you're a sexist. Man, you don't know me, obviously, if you think I'm a racist. But so there's all that stuff going on. They're trying to shut us down. And so here's the thing. Most of you are normal people, you know, just normal people like me, right? Some of you, though, have got it going on. Some of you are rich. Some of you are really wicked smart. Some of you have companies and things. We, the people, need an alternate to YouTube. We, the people, need an alternate to Twitter, an alternate to Facebook. And I encourage you not to do the right-wing thing and say, you know, it's only going to be right-wing and it's only going to be conservative or, you know, whatever. But just make it sure the people who are in control of it are we the people, and let the ideas flow. And then if people start getting idiots because, you know, Saul Alinsky, right? I've actually got his book. I just unpacked it the other day, Rules for Radicals. If they start trying to bomb the sites with just, you know, they'll pay 50 people to just constantly post garbage, and it's like, well, you can get rid of those people, right? You know, you can control it. But I agree, we should let alternative views in as long as they're polite, right? But we need to get some stuff set up, and we need to do it soon because they are going to crunch down on the media. And honestly, I don't think we're going to be successful, which is why a couple of videos ago I told you all you need to start worrying about your alternative communication. You need to start making those contacts with people. You need to start thinking instead of emoting. You need to start being able to take in a lot of information and pick the nuggets of truth out of it. Because right now you are being lied to, and it's not necessarily by the alternative media, you know, that they're trying to shut down. It's by the globalists. They're fighting back. Right now they're fighting back on that level, which is well within their right. Let's give them credit where credit is due. If I own Facebook, I can do whatever I want. I'm not going to let any post on here that speak bad about Vikings. Okay, you know, I think that's your right to do, if it's yours. So it is their right to do it. I just think we need to create our own. But I'm telling you, this train's going to keep rolling. And as it gathers steam, the globalists are going to start going from what they have a right to do and is legal to do to other things. You watch it, it's going to start happening. Get your ducks in order, get your people in order, start thinking, and watch it coming. Hoo-hoo! All right, hey, I'll see y'all out there.